What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about some of the great benefits of joining a rock collecting club or gem cutting club, a mineralogical club. There's a lot of different types of clubs for rock collecting, crystal collecting, and it might suit you better to join more clubs than less clubs. That's kind of what I'm starting to realize. And the club that I joined is really good. I have no complaints about it other than it's only once a week that I can go. And that particular one, you have to pay $10 to go in every time. I don't pay. I won't tell you guys why I don't pay, but I have a good reason why I don't pay. I'm welcome to be there. Just put it that way, alright? But there's other clubs that are different. That particular club, they have a lot of equipment, like a lot that you can use, like big giant blades like this big. So you look at rocks like this one and you're like, maybe I should cut that open. You know, I'm at the right spot where I can do stuff like that. And in that particular club, everybody's kind of geared around making a crystal ball, or I've seen pretty big ones. Once you go beyond like this big, there's a lot of time spent with those. And one of the guys in the club was making one out of onyx. I had to go up to him and tell him it was great. You know, some of the stuff they're coming out with is just gorgeous. So you get inspired looking at what other people are making, and then halfway through you have like a raffle and you sit down and, you know, everybody gets a ticket. If you win the raffle, like, people will give you tickets because you can't win twice. So that's how I've won the last few times. I never buy any tickets either. Just people give me tickets, and then you know how lucky I am. I'm pretty lucky. So that's how I got that sodalite and the other aragonite. Most of the other rocks that I've kind of ground at there are either ones that I found or ones that I got out of their little recycling bin. So that's another benefit, like little chips off of people making these crystal balls, because you have to cut the rock into a bunch of angle. A lot of times I just throw those away and I could turn those into cabochons. So I'm kind of a scrapper. Like, I just sit there and I look at what I could scrap on or what I could collect from the raffle that looks like something I could scrap on. Because they do have finished stuff in the raffles, and they have silent auctions that are really cool too. The silent auction is just like, gosh, I wish I had even $10. My friend got like a bag of emeralds and for $10, and this other thing, I don't even know what he got, but I know it was good because everything on that table was good. And there's also deals where you can cut some of your teacher's material that he collected and then make money for the club, and then you get half of the material for yourself. And this could be really exclusive material. Other clubs, they have more of like education on like minerals. They'll do like slideshows and talk about how to find the actual rocks, and then they have claims. So there's another club that I want to join because they have a claim in San Diego, and San Diego is like the biggest deal for finding crystals and gems in California, pretty much the United States. I don't know. We've got really big gem pegmatites in San Diego County, but it's a long drive. So the other benefit of that club is I could get in all these people's giant SUVs, and I could get down there. Like, my car ain't gonna do it. Like, there's dirt roads and sand. I noticed in all the pictures these people have bigger trucks than me, and I could get in their car. You know what I mean? So there are ways that we can start rock collecting some more. I know all my spots are pretty difficult to collect on anymore. I was collecting pretty menially. So maybe we can step it up. The other thing about rock clubs is you can buy a lot of the equipment cheaper. Like if it's used equipment, not that you need to buy it, but I have bought a lot of my own equipment too. And it's nice because you can keep working on stuff off the clock. Like, it sucks when you're at the gym club and you're cutting at something and then they turn on the lights on and off, and then you're like, oh, that means I gotta go home. You might have only been there an hour or two. You know, the club goes for like 4 hours, but it sucks. Like, you get into the moment and then you gotta leave, and then it's like a whole nother week before you could finish what you were working on, you know. So you can buy a lot of the equipment from them too. And the rough is ridiculously low price, people. Low price.